Oh yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. I always like instructions that have pictures. One of those picture kind of guys when you read a book. This shouldn't be too bad. We can knock this out. All right, the first thing we got to do is, oh, it is super dark in here. So we'll have to take those, there's 4 screws holding that plate on, just a rubber plate. And then we'll have to take this all apart. And what we'll do is we'll take these screws out, take this off. And then once we get that off and get this undone, this tube will slide out of the tank. And then I can undo the straps and drop it the rest of the way. Okay, I got the car lifted up a little higher. Got some cans ready. And I've got this little deal right here. It's got a ball in it. And you put it in there, and when you do this, the ball creates the suction. And then it will just siphon its way out. Yeah. I had to put it down, but I mean, look, it's coming out now. So it's just doing it on its own. Fill these up. I don't know how much fuel's in there. Got it out without spilling any more. I filled up a lot. Like, this is a 5-gallon, but it probably had a gallon in it. So it's 4. This was empty, so that's full. That's probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 gallons. And there's still more. There's still some more in here, but it was light enough to where I could manhandle it with the jack. So now I'm gonna clean all this up first. Clean this up, clean around the filler neck. And this is what I was talking about. This thing was leaking a long time ago, and it was filling up my shop with fumes. So I had already replaced it. I didn't have to drop the tank to do that, but anyways, the tank was probably replaced, of course, before I got it, so it looks pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna clean all this up before I take that off, and we'll look at the new one. All right, what we're gonna do next is I clean this up a little bit, just around there, so it won't get too much dirt and damage on it, but we're gonna knock this thing out, put this fancy new piece in. And this is from Holley, and it's got a return. You don't have to have a return line for it. It just kind of wiggles around right there. This thing still worked. Look at that old float. Somewhat worked. I don't think it was set up for these older style fuel gauges. Always read a little bit lower than it was. Yeah, so this comes with, this is the pump, and it has a returnless system, so I don't need a return line. And it comes with a new one of these. New gasket. And this plug. So this plug will plug into here. And then all these wires will get terminated. And we have instructions for it. Trying to think of, let me make sure I got the right part number. Okay, so the one I got is a 12314, and it's OEM tank, and it's for 68 through 70 B body. And this is the up to 550 horsepower, which is fine. That's what, we're not going any higher than that. But we do need to put this on here. Let me read the instruction on these. Okay, so according to the instructions, we're going to take these two off right here. Take these two screws out. Start them a little bit and get them a little in there. Okay. So we'll let this hang out. Hold this up out of the way. We'll jam that in there. Okay. And that's to manipulate this. Maybe it goes all the way in there like that. That, and then you can connect this back up like this. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully y'all can see what's going on here. Just trying to be delicate with this. There we go. And I guess they have you do that so it's easier to fit the cinder in there. There we go. Okay. All right. Get this little rubber deal. Okay, got that. Okay, so take a break. Just real quick to check orientation. I'm gonna see if I can shine this light at the same time. You can see the pump, it comes down at an angle, and then that hydromat sits flat on the bottom. So we know we got it in there right. And there's probably a gallon of gas still in there, which is fine because we'll add all that back when we're done. All right, now that I've got this sending unit, I got the hose on it, right? I'm just gonna leave this hose kind of hanging. And I got this plug, right, that came with it. So what I need to do is wire this up. We'll wire this up. This goes to red, this goes to the gauge, and then chassis ground and battery ground. So what I'll do is I get up underneath there and wire this plug in, let it hang, and then that way I can put that in there and, you know, connect that and run that hose to the side on the frame. And what I'll probably do is, I don't like using butt connectors, so I'll strip these back a little further and I'll solder this one. The chassis ground will reach underneath. The power, there's already one from the last fuel pump, that electric fuel pump, so that'll solder. And then the battery ground, I will go through the hole in the trunk with this one, and I'll probably relocate the battery to the trunk. So I'll knock that out real quick. All right, got the tank back in. I've got the line going already too. I already put all that in there, just use the same way they held it in. So we've got the new sending unit, the fuel line, the plug, and it's really tough to see, but there's there's where I swap from rubber to AN fittings. And then I've got the plug tucked up in here, the plug for all the sending unit and everything. So we're ready to lower it back down and put the tube filler back in. This tube, you see, all right, I lubed it up a little bit and it's already kind of in the hole. The neck is 90 in this way. It's supposed to 90 up. Just shove that in there. Spread that grease right there. And then you twist it. Get it down in there like that. And you twist it back up. And then pull it back towards the fender. And it goes up in the hole. Boom. Like that. So now we've got it. Got it down in there inside the tank. And then now we can put on the beauty ring and the cap and all that stuff, and then we'll slide this down and screw that back in. All right, got that cover back on. Got the vent still, and then got the cap back on. So fuel system back here is done. As far as up here, I've got the hose ran up through the side of the passenger right there, and then I just have it hanging over the side right now because the port on that engine is on the driver's side, so I think I'm gonna have to try to tuck it up under that lip and come through some right here, and then 90 over to under the valve cover where it goes. But I got to get the engine in first, so that'll be next, is to tear those manifolds off in the front end and start taking this somewhat apart so that I can drop it in there and test fit everything. But yeah, let me know if you got any questions. Appreciate it.